Alright, here we go.
We're starting.
Earthbound, I believe, is a Pack 2 player. I do not know for sure what Casil will be doing.
I think Casil's been playing Pac 1, but I also think Casil's pretty flexible.
Yeah, I think he definitely plays both. This looks good to me. Double Mosquito. So, lately, I've been thinking it's actually correct just hard roll Ladybug and maybe Ant or Bluebird. But,
Yeah, those are the only really two good things, right?
yeah, like...
With the Ladybug.
But assuming that's not the case, this is a fine start. Like, a decent pair, and then Beaver goes pretty well with Mosquito.
Futuraba says Casil solos Pac 1, IIRC, lol.
Alright, there's the Ladybug, which you should probably just buy, honestly. It's broken enough.
You have a sellable unit too, so.
Yeah. Okay, good. So far, I approve of all of this. Yep, buy Beaver, and then you're in a pretty solid spot. Don't buy this apple, please. Okay, good. So far, playing quite well. So I'll be honest, I don't think Earthbound's chances are that good, because he's not bad, but we haven't had time to do any coaching recently, and so I think he's probably not going to be favored against Casil.
Yeah,
But
Casil has the
see.
experience over him.
Yeah.
I mean, Casil has an advantage in a lot of these matchups that he's going to play across the year because he's definitely... He definitely wouldn't be a 6 on most teams, I feel like.
Yeah. Your team's depth is pretty crazy.
Yeah, our top end isn't as strong, but...
Goes for 3, which I think is fine.
2 3s.
2 3s, yeah. This seems reasonable. Now you buy
Oh, we sell the Beaver here
and, yeah, you could do that, actually. Sell Beaver, buy Ladybug, Blowfish Turtle. That's fine, too.
This is probably okay. You don't have to sell the Beaver yet. I guess the Mosquito isn't the best buff target.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if Turtle's a... You don't have to sell the Beaver. It might be better just buy Ladybug than roll. I'm fine with this, too.
It's rolling the Puffer. I guess it's worse tempo.
So,
and when you're combining
yeah,
on 3, I feel like you kind of want that tempo there, right?
Sorry, repeat that?
Skipping the Puffer while also combining on 3 seems kind of like counterintuitive.
I think it's fine. It's a common misunderstanding that you combine on 3 to go for tempo, but I think it's more of a long-term thing. Like, I don't want to spend all my gold rolling. So, trying to find an effective use of gold by, not taking Puffer, I think is reasonable enough.
Okay. Rat Camel, just absolutely based.
Yeah, so you probably can't win this fight. 2 Ladybugs isn't quite enough, so I would be looking to set up for long term here. How do you do that?
I guess combine. Is he hovering over sell?
I feel like selling would be very wrong. A pair's a pair.
Does he want to onboard this turtle? He had. I feel like both of his level 2s are sellable too there.
Yeah, I guess he's thinking to buff the Mosquito with the Shrimp, which is semi-reasonable, but I feel like just keeping the Ladybug pair sets you up a little better. This play makes sense if you want to just focus all the Shrimp buffs on the Mosquito, but I don't feel like that's a good idea.
Yeah, because how many are you really getting?
I mean, I think you can get enough Shrimp buffs, but the problem is, like, is that even worth it? Like, do you really want to buff a Mosquito?
Right. Especially the Mosquito's like utility here is forcing Melons to stay off the board and Turtles on. I guess. Like Casil's smart enough that he can recognize and then do that.
Yeah.
Or knows the game well enough. I think having the turtle on board already also kind of does that. If I'm playing Pack 1 and I see a turtle on board that Pack 2 has, I'm thinking that I keep my own turtle on board in case this happens. Right?
Yeah, so that's tough. I guess now you pill Flamingo and then onto Mosquito Shrimp and then just sell. I think Mosquito's an okay buff target with his better. Okay, this I don't like very much.
What is he? Is he just thinking like a penguin high roll at this point?
Yeah, but he's on pack 2, so he can't.
Oh, silly me. This
Yeah,
would be a
like,
great penguin
buffing
team,
this
though.
beaver makes very little sense unless you have Penguin as an out, so because he doesn't, this seems very strange.
Right, selling that beaver is just 4 stats and 2 gold, which is like pretty good at any point in the game. So having it buffed makes it even harder to get rid of.
I don't really know why the spider is locked.
Owl seems weird too.
Owl makes enough sense with the shrimp. Like, I
Even
think, like, focusing all the
the
buffs
microbe
on
goes.
Mosquito is reasonable enough here. The issue is just that if you're going to do that, you probably don't want to, be buffing the beaver.
Yeah.
Seems like,
Look at
microbe
Hash
does seem to
Matrix
have
using.
value.
Okay.
So probably, like, sell beaver, cycle owl, buy turtle, buy chick.
Yeah. Hashing Chick seems just really good on the turtle unit with the microbe. Or
Yeah.
not. I mean, this isn't
I
awful, I don't
don't
think.
really
But
know
it's,
why he's committing to this beaver.
I think that kind of takes away a pretty good way to win a couple rounds right now.
Yeah, like, I think the micro messes up the rat camel pretty heavily to the point where it is pretty useful.
Maybe 1 turn is enough to deter Casil.
Why
And
is he going for big beaver?
yeah, I have no idea.
Like, there's a mosquito right there. I'm just very confused here.
Alternate Force just said, "Yo, let me commentate."
I'd
I
rather
think
not.
no. Hey, I agree. Um, yeah, you definitely sell beaver micro or mosquito over micro there. Yeah,
Yeah, this is, bit of a misstep.
yeah.
Alright,
This camel
well.
just kind of eats. If there's, I don't even know if there's something for Earthbound to do here.
I mean, at this
Like,
point, you canned food, and then you cycle owl, cycle snail for tempo, and you, like, try and stabilize that way. Why did he sell the... Well, I guess that's fine enough, I guess.
mhm. I mean, I imagine selling mosquito is probably mildly better. Rolls can there.
Yeah, okay, we need to do some coaching. Unfortunately, Earthbound lives in EU, which makes coaching a little difficult,
Right.
because usually he's awake while I'm at work, but we'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
I have the same problem with trees a little bit.
If you're buying meat bone rabbits, actually, like, okay here. I think it's. I would go so far as to say it's a smart play if you are buying meat
Gold
bone.
efficient, for sure.
Gold efficient. It's like effectively a shrimp cycle unit at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's awful.
Yeah. The problem is like just this whole line you took just seems kind of doomed. I'm not sure of the idea behind
Positioning.
this. I feel like
It
he's not
didn't.
playing correctly around this camel. I mean, he
He
still
wins
does
the
get the
round.
fight win. This is something I noticed when I played Earthbound in the tournament. We played in a major, and he would just, like, hard force tempo, like, literally every time.
Oh,
And it'd just be like, well, but why are you doing this? Yeah.
as a Pack 2 player too.
Yeah.
Is the salad ever worth it here?
Um,
Probably. It's close.
I would say no.
Lobster. I mean, he didn't buy the can. That's his out now. That he's winning. That he's able to win a couple rounds.
I mean, I would go so far as to say he has no out. Like, this comp does not have any long-term potential.
Yeah. I mean, Casil isn't really scaling, and Pack 2 itself kind of just has like a buff in the late game if you don't do anything.
Yeah.
Hatching Chick seemed pretty good for his tempo there.
I think it is the worst thing on his board. I don't mind. I mean,
I'm glad he
it
got
is
rid of the
Buffalo
beaver.
Shrimp, so So yeah, it's good that he didn't tunnel vision on the beaver now, but in that case, why melon it in the first place?
Yeah.
That being said, Casil doesn't look like he's doing much of anything, so...
No,
He
unless he's canning. I mean,
actually...
he has double squirrel.
Yeah, wait, double lobster... Well, you can't really fit the second lobster, but like, just sell dolphin,
Dolphin.
buy buffalo, and you're actually in a very good spot. Then you have plenty of scaling.
Do you ever buy combined lobsters first, or no?
I don't really see the point. Like, I don't think anything on your board is sellable except dolphin and lobster.
Would you lobster on... Okay, that doesn't seem right. Would you lobster on
Uh,
lobster for the buff there? After you bought the second buffalo?
so I guess, like, sell, then... I mean, like, why, though? Like, you can just sell and do other efficient cycling.
Yeah, I guess. I guess it's the tempo idea that none of the other two unit... Wow.
Well, okay, that's... I guess now you can. Like, now you can,
Yeah.
like, level lobster, and then, now even... So dolphin sellable, and even shrimp eventually is sellable.
Yeah. So now the lack of cans seems kind of bad here.
Yeah, I think pretty much always you want to be playing into lobster can. It's just too good. Not much improvement on Casil's board. So it's a 9/9 fly. So that's the 9 attack fly. So that's how much? 2 cans. That's really not that much.
No. But also, again, I think he's still double squirrel.
He is still double squirrel, but I would go so far as to say, depending on what Earthbound pivots into. Okay, well, this order is incorrect.
Yeah, it just seems kind of weird.
Okay, well now sell mosquito, buy dragon, then sell small lobster, buy something, then go dragon. Seems pretty good here. Or even just keep mosquito.
Well, that's 3 pretty good units in shop, I think. Buy combine and then just buy cow.
How would you make this work? He is selling mosquito. You should buy a separate first, because otherwise you don't get the effect.
Yep.
If he lives this turn, if he wins this fight, then he just kind of wins the game. If he like locks.
Is he gonna
double
freeze
dragon
both?
here.
Yeah, you have to
I think
freeze
you
double
have
dragon.
to. Yeah, that's a win condition.
And you're pretty comfortable selling shrimp, small lobster, and cow, and you can just cycle double.
I mean, just sell small lobster, sell cow, buy both dragons, then sell a lobster. I think the shrimp seems really good with the.
With the yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, lobster seems pretty good too. IMO.
However, he
Yeah.
lost the fight, which makes this rather tricky.
Yes, Markoto was saying there wasn't any outs because he was imagining himself playing both boards, I think. Right? I feel like that's a reasonable take.
Yeah, if Casil, like, it didn't look like Casil's board improved at all, which sort of lets him get back into it.
Yeah, there wasn't ever any scaling for him to find.
I don't know what
That
this stuff is doing here.
looks like a waste of gold to me.
Yeah,
I
this
guess
is
he's
what I
thinking
was
it's
talking
tempo.
about, where Earthbound pretty much always forces tempo, which is like,
I mean, he is on lethal here.
I mean, I guess, but how do you win 3 fights here?
Yeah, that was definitely. I mean, I guess it was a 1 gold apple, Damon, or a 2 gold apple, I guess, because you're losing 2 gold there.
Yeah,
No, you're losing 1 gold.
weird game so far. I don't really...
It is a weird game. It doesn't
Yeah.
seem typical for either player, like on their respective pack.
Okay, that looks like it.
Yeah, it is it.
Yeah, I mean...
He had he had a good amount of cans. What's that? That flies what, default 4/4?
Yeah. So, we're
So he
switching
was-
over to Casil's side now.
He was up there with like 6 cans. Yeah.
So,
All right.
this is a pretty cringe first shop.
Yeah. I even
Fish.
I might buy
think I
pig,
would have
but
bought pig.
teach their own there.
I would have probably bought pig and rolled.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, well, should have bought horse, clearly. Always be results-oriented. So... probably loses this fight. We'll see what happens after that. Hop approves of this. This is true. I feel like Hop probably, this is Hop's coaching coming through.
Oh, I've noticed some of the some of the people on my team have been playing horse more, and I don't like it.
This is all your fault. You only have yourself to blame for this. Seems like a clear cricket buy. Like, that's
Yeah, I
kind of the
mean,
payoff for the horse.
but I guess he just takes 3 pairs and goes for it, or he just rolls to find a mosquito or a horse.
I don't like this.
I think it's the hat choice.
True.
Like I
It's
think his
very out of
pets, like,
season.
they're very warm, right? Like they're near a volcano with the Santa hat on. Like their ears are probably toasty.
This is true.
Yeah, I know no mid-set coaching, but I'll DM him later.
Well, if we're doing mid-set coaching, then I think you might be at a bit of a disadvantage.
Well, I mean, in terms of the hat play.
True, true. Alright, still gets the win. I mean, Horse is, like, unironically pretty decent tempo if they don't find Mosquito. It's just that, okay, he misses the horse buff there, but... ah,
It
well.
happens.
Buys Camel,
He's not a
buys
horse player, I
Swan.
guess.
Sure.
That's a pretty good shot there. You just sell a fish next turn. Buy
Yeah,
combined swans, and
sell
then
fish, combine
put
swan,
a...
buy Mosquito.
even horse is probably sellable after, if you find something else, if you find another swan.
Yeah, I think I agree.
See, the key to being a good horse owner is to know when he's done racing and when he needs to go retire. Yeah, because they can't last forever on the track.
Yeah, retire, become a stud.
Right.
Okay, gets the hatching chick, which is perfect for Earthbound's game plan.
His style, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially against horse, it's pretty good to have this.
I would argue it's not that great against horse. Takes the combine, which is a little weird. I feel
That
like,
is weird.
yeah. It's not as bad as it would be on Pack 2. Like, 4 drops aren't that much better than 3 drops, but they're still better, and I don't think you have to combine here. Like, you can make room on your board through other means.
Yes, I mean I would have just bought combined swans and then bought the mosquito,
Yeah, I
and then
agree.
just had 2 triples set up for the next turn if I find another swan. Even sell the horse if I find another swan for
Still
to
goes
like
very
have 2
aggressive
free
here.
triples.
Here, which I think
Yeah,
might be a mistake against a ladybug and a hatching chick. Like, it doesn't seem like you can realistically win this fight.
yeah. It
Just
also seems like you're
consistently.
behind. So like
Yeah.
I think what Casil learns from this though is that he shouldn't go for multiple triples on turn 3 because the seed is giving him camels and badgers.
I mean, Campbell, I would say, is pretty good. Maybe not against specifically what Earthbound has, but otherwise it's, like, solid.
Yeah. Oh, he wins the round.
Nope,
Oh no,
tied.
he draws. He draws. I didn't see
So
the...
that's actually worse than if he had lost, funnily enough.
What's his plan here? It seems like there's not a lot of direction on this team right now.
Yeah, it's also pack 1, so you can't just, like, tempo. Okay. Um,
Horse might have been a better sell, or just
I
pill.
feel like Campbell was probably the best sell. Alright.
This is good. You'd love to take a triple here.
Sell, Camel, buy, Swan, combine, buy, but then the gold's a little awkward.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about the horse buff. I think you can just go for it.
Well, on the other hand, you're probably going to sell eventually anyway, right? So, I think this Campbell has overstayed its welcome.
Does this skunk do anything here ever?
I think it's a good enough take just because, like, it works against so many different directions for Pack 2. Like, at the absolute worst, it's decent against the Ladybug. Like, it severely nerfs Ladybug tempo.
Yeah.
So, still rolls it down, but I don't know. Okay, I think I would lock this Ox. Next turn, sell Camel, buy Ox Pill. Yeah, this looks fine. That's correct. Okay, so Earthbound hit a snail. Or two snails, probably.
Yeah,
Also, probably quite good for the game plan.
this is interesting.
Seems like pretty clear Cell Camel by Ox Pill onto Swan and Ox.
Yeah, sounds okay to me. Camel's definitely best to sell too.
Yeah, it's very clear here. Okay.
Yeah, it's almost completely useless now. It's not hitting for anything.
So far, so good.
I don't hate keeping snails around. You're not really hunting for that much on this turn.
I would say Giraffe Pair, Ox Pair are both quite strong here. I would probably not want to lock Snail.
Okay.
Would probably lock Salad, because I don't think
Mhm.
you actually want the Flamingo Pill if you don't already have the Flamingo.
He's thinking of spider pill. I don't think that's right, but
Yeah, that seems wrong. Though it's true you don't have that much you're looking for, but even then, like, there's just not that many good hits here. Even Turtle is not a particularly good hit here.
please don't. Okay. I thought he was gonna blow fish front looking at his old team for a second.
Violet asks about Snail Throw on Pack 2, but I think it makes enough sense if you have a buffable board, which I think Earthbound does here. Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, he's big. I
So
don't think
this
it's
is where
unattainable.
Earthbound strategy actually would work out pretty well because this is a board you can actually win with, unlike the previous one.
Right. Summon pivot seems completely reasonable here.
Yeah, you're not really set up for penguin scaling. Okay, so
I don't love doing that.
yeah, this is not consistent with what we've agreed is probably the best out here. Like, I think it's correct to go cans and look for a big pivot, but in that case, why buff this Ox?
Right, I agree. I think pairs are not that strong here. Your board's gonna be like losing for at least a couple rounds, but you have a couple rounds to play with.
Yeah, this is a
That's
really
what
common
going horse
problem
does
I
for you
see.
there.
People just try and win every round, even when like it's just not really feasible or
Right.
necessary.
I mean, this one doesn't seem out of the question to draw, but it seems like it would take bad positioning on
I
the other
think
side.
uh I think this is just very not possible to draw, especially um like your board barely improved and the other board should improve quite a bit. Okay, it actually does go down a bit because of the hatching chick, but I mean, still wins. And honestly, I would say this might be over, but enough cans can and anything can happen. Okay, whale.
Well, you probably sell the giraffe at this point.
Yeah.
Good. Yep. Two cans deep as well.
Okay, suddenly this is looking a lot better.
I'm trying to think of what a line is here.
Probably just buy skunk, buy whale, right? Lock parrot for next turn. Get the 2 gold from the swan.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Not
Well, that's pretty good.
taking
I
skunk
think he's
seems kind of
buy one of
stupid.
the. Oh, okay. I guess he wants to find a can.
This I don't know. Like you lose a lot of rolls and you get a can. Like okay,
Yeah, I never hated buying one of those whales and then just
yeah.
rolling the rest for a can, and maybe like a parrot pair. Um, I don't know. Next turn, he's in line for a turkey or a shark or something like that.
Like, that was basically a 6 gold can. Is that really good at that point?
Yeah, probably not. I mean, it's gonna feel nice next turn, but it's gonna feel nice because you don't know what you could have done with that 6 gold.
Mm-hmm. Goes to the buffalo, which
Oh
oh,
my
actually
goodness,
loses the
that's
pipe.
pretty bad. You probably shouldn't have to lose this.
Well, Earthbound went for a rather slow play there, which is not necessarily wrong. He
Yeah,
has
I don't.
lives to work with, and the buffalo is like decent. I don't know. It's a little sketchy.
Is Ox a better sell to you ever? Is there a
Uh,
world where you sell Ox there?
I don't think so. Also, he found the boar. You can actually go level 2 whale boar here. Not
Okay,
sure
now
it's
you say.
good. Just sell ox, yeah.
I think there's even I don't know. I feel like it's risky. I am I dumb for saying that keeping Ox allows you to not show your hand too early?
I think your hand is already pretty much shown. Like, what would you do except for go summons here?
Does Turkey help breakpoints here?
Uh,
Oh
not
yeah, especially because he's on pack 2. There's
really.
no croc out.
Yeah, I don't. I feel like not selling for Shark was a pretty big error.
Yeah, yeah, it's just a little bit of gold lost there. But I mean, selling boar and ox and then buying turkey, I think has some merit.
It's the dolphin, which ties the
Draw.
fight. Draws are good for Earthbound. Well, are they? His scaling's not that good.
I
It
mean,
is
it's
pretty
significantly
good.
better than this
Well,
board.
like, weak scaling is actually worse long term than, like, Shark Pivot, because you can just level the Shark and, like, find equipments, and that's, like, good improvements. But in this case, this is good enough scaling where he's got a long term advantage.
That just doesn't seem right. I mean, you'd love for it to hit the cow or the shark.
Yeah, this is very strange.
I'm not even a
Actually,
hater of.
I think the idea was to make sure the parrot gets out of dolphin range, so I think this is reasonable.
Yeah, I'm not even a hater of some seal shenanigans.
Hmm.
Like, I just think
Seal's a
feeding
little
a seal
awkward with
here.
whale.
Um, hmm. At this point, you probably just can.
Yeah.
I kind of like
Also,
seal with summon boards because it gives me things to do. It gives me scaling that's like fairly easy.
I think it's fine. It's just weird with the whale. Because then you're losing a lot of buffs on whatever the whale target is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true.
I think, yeah, it was a very strange play to sell boar instead of ox. The boar is like 20 attack. Attack and often can hit multiple times. Why is there a rhino here? Wait, never
No, I have
mind.
no
Rhino's
idea.
insane. Well, actually, if he's just cycling, it makes sense
Snake
to
is good.
spend on. Yeah, I guess now sell ox by snake. I don't even think you take this deer at this point. You're just looking for like equipment, but you're kind
Yeah,
of running out of ways to improve here.
I guess deer isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's not awesome. Is he just going? Okay.
You should
I
definitely
mean,
stake whale. I think
yeah, yeah. Just I mean, stake on any of your 5 units. Actually, no, because
probably
stake
not
on
the one
anything
you
that's not a
eat.
deer. Stake on anything that's not a deer is actually very good. You don't
Yeah,
even need to
that's
worry about
you.
positioning. It's just like, okay, that looks like to be the
Oh
worst
no.
of the options, but
Okay, so now
throw a
you've
can there.
basically forced yourself to run multiple deer, which I don't know. Is this deer really the best thing you could have found? I feel like it wasn't.
Right. Not only that, but mushroom is probably better on a non-whale deer here
Yeah,
if you're looking for buffs.
it seems like very bad. What I'm noticing right now, and what it was pointed out in chat, is that Casil seems to be good at the early game, but then like struggles really hard in the later game. I would probably work on that with him in coaching.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, this
I
is just
agree.
kind of over. Now, Earthbound get a scale to Leopard, and that ruins any remaining outs.
Hmm.
Like, even if you scam this fight with, like, a bunch of melons or something, the Leopard is just gonna ruin everything longer term.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really see where he's going here.
I think it's just a loss.
I mean, I think a tiger and then just getting really lucky with leopard snipes. And that's all you really have here.
I think the out is hard roll melon.
I don't think pear's good here. He only needs. Yeah, yeah, I think so too. You kind of need melon to
Pear
eat
does
up.
play around the immediate size of the leopard, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but you only get to do it on 1 unit.
Yeah,
And so now that leopard hits deer, leopard hits parrot, and it's really annoying,
now there's the
right?
tiger, yep. And, well, to be fair, if you go for melon, you also can only do that on one unit.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright. I think that was a pretty decently played game from Earthbound. But the problem, it seems like he knows how to play lines that don't involve Lobster Can, but the problem is, those are the best lines right now.
Yeah. I think Casil's that was kind of Casil's to lose too. Near the end game when he started going summons, I think the summon team was just stronger.
Yeah, so we're back on Earthbound's perspective. He buys a beaver and rolls, which seems fine. This looks
Yeah.
like... Okay, yeah, this seems fine. I might have preferred fish with the ladybug, but this is acceptable too, just going for tempo with the 2-3.
Yeah. I think the name choice is wrong, but that's how it is.
Yeah, I don't... When I think about truckers, I don't think that they're delicious. Alright, just roll.
It's not a good shop.
But it's a pair. And you have 2 bugs on board, so Cricket has synergy.
Right, 20% damage buff. Because they're from the same universe of animals.
Yes. Alright, bye, roll. Perfect. Bye, Beetle, lock Ladybug, roll. I guess you can lock Beaver.
Yeah, you don't have the gold to sell off.
Yeah. I'm okay with either taking the Beaver pair or just rolling past it. I think either is okay. I do not
Are you
like going
locking
for
that?
level 3 Beetle. Unless you're
Yeah.
planning to go 4-drop lottery, but I don't think Earthbound is doing that. He decides to keep the apple locked for the ladybugs. It's not a terrible idea. The problem is I feel like it only makes sense if you have at least 3 ladybugs. 2 ladybugs I don't think is enough to start spamming food.
Mm-hmm. Beetle drum.
Tempting.
That's not good.
I mean, it's tempo, I guess. And it has synergy with Ladybug because you can pill it for cheap Ladybug buffs. It's not awful. The unironically going Beetle Drum. I feel like if you were going to go Beetle Drum, though, it would make sense to buff the Ladybug.
Oh yeah. I mean, you still are going to find another one, so I don't think freezing drum is ever what you do here.
Yeah, you either just take it or you buy sheep for tempo and roll, or you just roll past both and go 4-drop lottery.
Yeah, I think all of those are fine.
Okay, buy, sell, Ladybug. So, we need to work on planning out your whole turn, because, like, this would never happen if you think through your whole turn before going for this idea.
Yeah, I also think that Ladybug is really good. And that Beetle drum is not as good.
Yeah, okay, we need to do some coaching. It's fine. I feel like Earthbound's fundamentals are, like, not awful, it's just he needs to work on his meta knowledge.
Lines. Yeah. Well, that bodes pretty well for him.
Yeah, that seems above average. Buff the drum with the beetle. I guess that's reasonable enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's your only... unless you want to do it with the ant, it's kind of seems a waste on anything else. Is that right? Overselling sheep? Okay, now you just buy the other beetle. That's a... Oh wait, you don't have the gold. I'm stupid.
I don't know why this beetle is locked, given that it's the only unit that literally can't get buffed.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, sure, I guess level 3 beetle, but I don't think that's really worth going for at this point. Like, for instance, the shrimp seems like a somewhat appealing buff target. Probably not.
Yeah, the shrimp seems okay.
I personally think drama is just not viable. I had a brief phase where I thought it might be, but the problem is wide scaling, like 3 and 4 drops just doesn't make sense when instead you could just play into Lobster Can. Okay, here's another drum, so that certainly helps. Now
The triple is nice.
Okay, Buffalo. Okay, seems like Buffalo sell.
You need to sell,
I don't
right?
know why they sold the sheep instead of the ladybug, but sure.
You sell ladybug, then sell beaver, then buy beetle.
Yeah, that seemed good. I feel like Earthbound is just not like planning his turns out adequately.
Yeah. His direction seems kind of weird.
Yeah. But if you hit a buffalo, that kind of fixes the issue.
Hmm. But I have come around to thinking that one buffalo is not that strong.
It's not like game winning, but like on the other hand, I don't know what Casil is doing. I didn't see anything in particular on his board.
You probably sell Ladybug now. You don't want this to hit it.
Yeah, always punished. Yeah, we need. I think Earthbound just so the biggest thing of those things is Earthbound just needs to put more planning into his turns, and then after that, aside from that, we also just need to go over like what the correct lines in various situations are.
Yeah. At this point, I think you still sell the Ladybug.
Yeah, it's still the worst unit by far. Especially if you, I feel like I might not have bought that Flamingo, but if you're going to, then now Ladybug is like the clear worst unit on your board.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty good tempo. It's a 6/4 that gives you also 4 stats.
Now, opts to buff the turtle. Hmm.
I think
I
it's
guess
not
that's
awful.
fine.
Yeah.
Running permanent turtle on this board seems reasonable enough.
Okay, this is a pretty good... Yeah. No, it's not. It's behind right now.
I would go so far as to say Casil might just lose if it doesn't hit shark. Okay, canned food, great here.
Oh,
Surely
yeah.
he sees it. He has a thing in his shop that he wants to buff.
Yeah. It's a 5/7 turtle.
Yeah.
You know, let's...
Okay.
Might
So
as
he
well
sees
just
the line.
get rid of the Ladybug.
Yeah.
4/8 is probably still the worst unit on your board, unless
Uh,
you want to. Okay, well now you can just sell the Flamingo and run a 5/9 tempo unit.
I think I would still probably sell the ladybug because of this, but he could even like he's pretty far ahead. He could like honey the beetle, put him back, and try to greet another fight win. I wouldn't hate that. Like greet another buff on the turtle.
Yeah,
Will he
but
see it
it's
though?
also 2 health.
Well, it's +2/+2 from the draw as well. Sell?
What is Dolphin doing here? Oh, it's killing the kangaroo, I guess.
It's good tempo. I think going for a line that just killing him here is not unreasonable. I don't know why
Yeah,
this pill is locked if he's not going to pill Flamingo, because like if you're going to pill the turtle, then what was the point of doing all of this?
yeah. I think he just doesn't realize, or he forgot about it.
Yeah.
That got big. Rabbit is doing its thing.
Yep. Okay, well he hits 2 turtles, so now
I mean, again, Ladybug is just considerably worse than Dolphin anyway, but he sells both. It's fine.
okay, probably time for Drum to leave. Probably want to go for level 2 turtle. Sure why
Yeah,
pill would be locked here.
I don't know what he's pilling.
Microbe
Crobe.
seems quite good.
Probably sell drum, microbe, and then double turtle. Or don't.
Oh.
It's probably fine too.
I think Micro was a clear buy there.
Yeah, it was so good. I'm kind of happy you didn't buy it. Because that adds an extra layer of difficulty to play around there.
I mean, he still probably wins this fight, but can he win the next fight is the question.
Yeah, 2 melons on board is a pretty big win condition on this team.
Yeah. Chad is suggesting pill turtle onto turtle, which is a good line, I think.
You think so? You wouldn't rather
I
just
think it's a
have 2
reasonable
turtles?
line, but I think, like, you have 2 big units on your board, so you would probably be better off, using those 2 big units as the turtle targets and looking
Yeah.
for a level 2 turtle. Seems like just sell Drum for Eagle and kill him. I mean, you don't really have a way to win otherwise. Just kill him in this turn.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I also think microbe just like kind of wins. If you
I don't know why these goats are here.
no eagle,
I I don't know what's the goal here.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess the goat got a drawn buff, so it's like slightly more attractive, but I don't know.
Um,
Again, microbe's
honestly,
probably still pretty good here. Skunk is actually so nasty here. All his buffs are
yeah.
so like one-dimensional, very tall, and it's health dependent.
Um,
Freezing beaver, no, right? Like it's
with the goat, it makes a little more sense, but still no. Yeah, this is, I feel like if he had just went for a kill this turn, he was probably going to win.
oh the gorilla gaming alternate forces in chat pogging right now.
Yeah, now I think he actually loses. I don't see how he improves his board now.
Well,
Okay,
he
well, Dragon
gets a
won't
level
fix the
3.
problem. Okay, well, now you win. Just sell Pig, sell Beetle, go Dragon with Goat.
It's a big beetle.
I swear to God if he doesn't take this Dragon.
You ever sell the goat instead of the beetle now because the goat's out of triggers?
Even then, like, over the next turn.
Bro, yeah. He has 2 more turns.
Also 3 gold.
Just buy, sell.
Yeah, sell, buy, and then maybe just sell and end on Chili. Chili seems useful enough.
Does it win this round?
Doesn't win this
Is it
round, but
worth?
I think it's still just a a good enough use of 3 gold.
Yeah. I don't think rolling for ones is the worst thing in the world either.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Lock Snail. Snail is literally just a better 1-drop. Alright, we've got a lot to work on. Still did
That
not
didn't
change his
seem good.
positioning at all, so he just
It was like,
loses.
yeah. I think it was like fairly obvious that the gorilla wasn't going to work again.
Yeah. So,
All right.
2-1 for Earthbound. I will be honest, I don't think Earthbound played very well. I feel like he kinda high-rolled. But on the other hand, I don't think it did look like Casil played very well either.
Yeah, I agree with both sentiments.
Alright, we're back on Casil's perspective with Beaver Duck, so that's pretty solid. Okay, yeah, this is
A
possibly
good
the
start.
best possible start.
Yeah.
The best possible start is probably 3 ducks, but this is definitely up there.
I mean, I kind of like horse cricket, but you know, that's not me.
Uh-huh.
Actually, last I played a game where I hit 3 pig shop and then I hit dodo and auto start because I combined on turn 1 and I sold for a dodo.
Yeah.
That's the best possible.
Pretty base. 3 fish is probably wrong.
That doesn't seem right to me.
Like, okay, I get it, it's 3 fish, but you have no buff target here. Even if, okay, so you hit this beaver triple, now you have 1 buff target. That's still
Yeah, you
not a
get a camel.
particularly good fish. I'd much
Like you
rather
get the
just have the
camel.
duck.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Positioning seems fine, although he loses anyway. Alright. Well, if he hits camel here, that is not a camel.
That's okay. But he doesn't
Honestly,
have a buff target.
elephant combine hope for camel? No, that seems stupid. Against back 2 especially. I don't know, man. This is weird now. I guess tempo snail roll? Sure. This is the problem with fish. Like, you don't actually have buff targets until very late in the game, but if you wait that late, then it's probably not worth it over just getting other 1-drops. Okay, sell spider pill, sure.
Yep. Seems pretty decent efficiency.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's tough.
X-ray says that elephant there is probably pretty good.
I think it's
It's
okay, like,
your only buff target, right?
it
You
is
might
a
as well hit it
decent
with
buff
the.
target. Like, you could go for it, I wouldn't hate it. I just am not sure. I'm not sure that gives you better chances than just, like, holding the fish for 4s and hoping for something out of there.
Yeah, and you lose with this line anyway, which kind of sucks. Swan
Okay.
is okay.
Um. I guess combined fish by swan. At this point, there's like you're looking for nothing, so I would probably just be buying like swans and pigs and trying to save gold for tier 3.
Yeah, like Swan and Dodo are the only things that's going on my board personally.
True, Dodo's very good still. Oh, there's the
I think that.
Dodo. I don't
Yeah,
know
he does
why
too.
he's insisting on keeping all these fish separate instead of combining them, especially because you actively want to be weaker this turn. Okay,
Sure.
this one's better than the other one.
It's because he knew the RNG, that the manipulation there.
I guess so.
So now you Dodo
You
front.
have to do Dodo first, otherwise I think it doesn't really matter.
I don't know. Dodo first kind of gets pretty good value on his. Actually, no, because those units aren't going to be in the front.
Yeah.
I think he just wins this round. Okay. Prolite doesn't throw, or Earthbound doesn't throw there.
Yeah, okay, we need to go over that.
I mean,
We,
sometimes you just miss it.
I mean, it's been common knowledge for so long now.
You're up. Sell fish, sell beaver. Any ever?
Maybe. Like, you're not very likely to win this fight anyway. So it's definitely the most value. And you're
Yeah,
gonna
I would
want a small
confidently
board
do
to
it.
buff Dodo anyway.
I would confidently do it and then be wrong maybe.
I think it's correct. I'm not sure, though. This seems wrong, like, well, I mean, I guess it's still a whale, but, like... Okay, so I guess now your plan is just set up pairs and then go summon with the whale. That's not awful.
Yep. Dodo's pretty okay with summon teams too. I kind of like it with Will.
It's fine, but you need a way to scale it for it to actually work. I don't
Yeah,
know why
I
these
kind
are
of
here. I guess a pair is a
you would
pair.
you would love Giraffe. Ox is pretty good with Dodo.
It's like, okay, but are you really gonna win these fights anyway?
You ever just sell the beaver there if you're gonna buy these Ox anyway?
I think so. Well, yeah, I
Well, it
guess. It's
depends.
weird though, because you don't actually want to buff a lot. Well, it's probably. I think like this is a classic, like he's going for fight wins when he just can't win the fight anyway, so he's not setting
Right,
up for long term.
right. So now just maybe you can combine your swans if you want to consolidate the buffs.
Yeah, combine, buy both Oxen, and then hard roll pairs, hit Shark, win game.
Yep. Well, we've seen that the shark isn't his best play.
It is a fair point.
Okay, get rid of this beaver, please. It's overstayed its welcome.
I actually think the Beaver should stay now, just save the 2 gold for later. You're not winning this. Like, why sell it
Actually,
now?
he's gonna flamingo pill.
Oh my god. Okay, I guess now pill Flamingo and buy the other Flamingo, and, like, maybe you win the
Mate,
fight,
on
but
Dodo,
probably
please.
not.
Hit the Dodo, hit the Dodo. Or don't.
Uh,
That's fine too. I guess the
Actually, I
Dodo is
think this
probably a
makes more
sellable unit
sense.
now.
I think the Dodo is not staying. The problem
Yeah.
with this, though, is that I think you're still not, like, super likely to win the fight, although it is certainly possible, and you also didn't hit any of your triples.
Yeah.
Okay, Earthbound's board looks a little underwhelming, but he does have double puppy set up, so unless Casil hits something, then Earthbound will just outscale him. Okay, he hits one of his
There's a
triples.
triple. That's
Turkey,
good.
that seems very solid.
Sell the flamingo
Yeah, the Flamingo's worse. Like,
because you have a triple option. I think
yeah.
that's the only reason why.
Yeah,
But
like
it's
the
not that much
Flamingo's
worse.
better tempo, but who cares?
Yeah.
And it's
You're
better.
probably gonna find
Yeah.
you find a rooster or you find like a okay, I guess you just can. Or you find a deer
Yeah.
and even no, turtle isn't better here than flamingo because he already has
Uh,
the ox.
it's a little better. You would put Swan behind, but not worth buying. Like you're kind of just hard rolling can parrot turkey parrot deer here whale. Okay, please lock this parrot. Yeah, good job. Mostly fine turn. I
I
think
think
selling the Dodo was incorrect, but
yeah, but barely. I mean, it makes this team better. If he wins this fight, then it's correct.
yeah, but is that really likely? Okay,
It's
Earthbound hits
not
the chicken and wins the fight, so
no it draws the fight, but
that or yeah, that's
does he know how to play chicken? Do you know?
I believe so. I mean, you don't have to play chicken optimally to win here. Just doing single chicken scaling is plenty.
Selling Swan maybe not be right, but
I think I would prefer to sell Flamingo and potentially hold the Swan and keep some gold for next turn, but this isn't awful. You
yeah,
do need to win these fights, so I guess this makes sense. Like, you need to win as many fights as you possibly can.
yeah,
Okay, well, it doesn't make sense if you're gonna pill Flamingo, because then you could have just done this first.
yeah. This Ox probably has to go.
This is a rather strange spot.
I probably buy the parrot freeze again.
I don't mind rolling here for a summon unit and trying to win this fight. I think winning this fight with, like, Turkey Parrot, Summon, Ox is pretty reasonable.
Yeah, that's fine too. Like this definitely wins.
Yeah, like,
If
I think winning this fight is pretty important. I guess the question is whether
I
you
think
would win even without the Rooster here.
I think Ox parrot is better than Turkey parrot.
I agree. Um,
Yep, pretty okay.
okay, well, that puppy looks to have gotten bigger, which is scaring me, because that means that's 2 gold not spent on chicken.
Okay, Shark probably means that he just wins the rest of the fights here. He doesn't have to stress about.
Yeah, like, taking
Um,
Shark is just an instant win. He missed the turkey buff on the canned parrot.
yeah, sell Ox. I think is okay.
Yeah, sell ox, sell
Sell Whale
whale.
seems really weird if you're gonna go Shark because Whale's just so good with Shark.
Yeah. This is
I think he's
strange.
considering selling the Rooster for the Rooster.
I think it'd be the boar, but
Oh, okay. Yeah, board looks good here.
it's
Maybe we're
fine.
freezing
But
that
it's like
Rooster.
tempo. Like, you don't need tempo.
Yeah,
You need to set up to beat the chicken pivot.
maybe we're freezing that Rooster.
Um,
Level
I
two is
don't
pretty good,
think
I think.
so. I think the rooster is one of the more sellable. Like, I don't think level 2 rooster does that much for your long term. I think, like, your long term, you're looking to sell the rooster for, like, deer. Okay, it looks like now Earthbound is playing the chicken correctly. I mean, he
Again,
still
yeah.
has these puppy buffs, which is a little strange, although, you know, if with only one chicken, I actually don't hate it.
Shark on
Ooh.
Shark. You just want melons.
I think,
You
yeah,
can get them yet.
Shark looks fine to me here. And now you roll for
Another
chocolate,
Shark.
pretty much.
Yep. You can't get a melon, I lied. Although melon would be good next turn. Candier.
Yeah, looks good to me.
Skunk isn't that good
Sell
because he's gonna have a
boar, I
wide
think.
board.
Yeah.
Hmm. No can?
No can seems strange. I feel like a lot of this board is still sellable.
You just roll.
Chili's
You don't need it, and
somewhat
I don't think it'll
relevant.
help you in the future.
Yeah, probably not. Because you want something else on the. There's
You
better
know,
foods on basically all of these.
yes, steak and mushroom are so much better on deer.
Yeah. These one drops don't look as big as as they should be.
Maybe he's afraid
I
of
think
losing,
Earthbound
but
actually loses here.
Shark.
Yeah, that's way better than any improvement that can be found here, unless he hits like exactly Tiger Octo.
Yep, you probably just sell a rooster for a tiger. It's not bad.
Yeah, looks good. I think
And
Casil
then I
just
mean,
wins this game.
if you find another whale, probably sell a boar
That's
for
true.
it. And it's just basically all that is helping your sharks. No, you love melon here, I think. I
I
mean,
don't
Scorp isn't
know.
bad, but Scorp is also you have three turns to win.
I think Scorp is probably wrong here because if I'm Earthbound, I'm looking to pivot into like sniping units here. So I
Yeah,
think
that
there's a
too.
very high chance that Scorp just dies.
Yeah, dolphin being on the board.
Yeah, like I'm looking for Dolphin, Leopard, Octo, Tiger here. If I'm
Even if he
Earthbound.
leaves a one drop on the board, he has a mosquito.
Or
Although I
microbe
think the
here,
puppy,
which is also good against Scorpion.
the puppy is still. Yeah,
Why did he
I
not
think this is
do
just
it?
loss. Yep, Casil wins. Maybe the chicken isn't Earthbound's thing.
Yeah, we need to do some coaching. Fortunately, I'm unexpectedly off work this week, so
Nice. So 2-2. Are we sure it's a best of five? A best of five?
pretty sure. Let me check. It is best of 5. Okay, double Ladybug for Earthbound, which seems very, very good. Oh, okay, GG's. Well, GG's if played correctly.
If you want another set to stream, Trees is playing in an hour and 15 minutes. Well,
I
meaning,
think it's in half an hour.
yes, it is in half an hour.
Yeah, I'm gonna. You down to stream that?
Yeah, I might just skip Wizard 101 Wednesday today.
Wow.
I know it's
Betrayal.
bold, right?
Okay,
I
so you
had a
buy both
long night last night.
Ladybugs, and honestly, you just win this game as long as you play correctly. Like, I would probably just Apple here. Well, actually, there's a
Oh,
possible argument to buy Beaver and go her Apple next turn, because, like, it's 13. You're gonna win the next 2 fights anyway. Yeah, this actually is probably better. You're gonna win the next 2 fights anyway, so there's no difference between 13, 15, and 14, 14 here. So I may as well save the food buff for next turn. Damon is crying in the club right now.
why is that?
Because
Oh,
we're
because I know
canceling
Wizard
Wizard
101 is late.
101.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Damon. I'm sorry. He was looking forward to it today.
Okay, Rabbit.
It's
Tabby
like a
Cat
lady
is
gets it.
tempting here, but it's probably better to just buff the Ladybug instead.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That being said, if there was any time to take Tabby Cat, it would be now.
I mean, he just wins.
I think he probably
Couple
wins
fights
either
now.
way, but... I don't know why there's a pill locked with a Tabby Cat.
Pill Tabby Cat.
Easy. 1 gold proc. Except it doesn't even proc because the game is bad. Feels bad, man. So the problem is, Damon, I feel like it's just worse long term and like only comparable tempo to just put all the food on the Ladybug instead.
What just happened? Why is Casil's ant in the back?
I'm guessing he tripled into Snail. Okay, so Earthbound has realized, wait a minute, why am I pilling a Tabby Cat? If he had locked meat instead, he could have had 3 food procs here, but instead he only gets 2, which is still probably enough to win, but it's just a bit of wasted gold here.
Yeah. You might as well roll past the meat, right? You'd rather have
Yeah,
apple.
with 3 rolls, probably. I'd probably just roll here, look for apple. Cupcake is fine, but I think it's overkill.
Yeah, now you just can't lose this round.
Yeah, but you already couldn't, I think.
I don't think flamingos are right here.
Okay. He thinks about it and decides, okay, let's not. That's fine.
Yeah. Beaver's good. Casil's running
Um,
dodos, which is always fun.
I mean, Dodo is definitely, like, one of the better ways out here, but because that a big enough Dodo can actually start to contest the Ladybug.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Especially he finds a giraffe next turn, maybe an ox, and he's in business. Does he win this round?
Earthbound's positioning was a little questionable. Gets a tie instead of the win he probably could have gotten.
So triple. He's gotten buffaloes and
Ouch.
microbes, and he hits the microbe.
Well, that's tough. That's
That's
tough.
pretty bad.
I think going for the food now is a bit risky, because I don't... Well, actually, you can probably still win. Now you can win. Just,
Your hatching chick.
lock Hatching Chick, buy Meat Bone here, or Cupcake, one of the two, and then, next turn go Hatching Chick and set up the Tabby pair, and or maybe just Hatching Chick and foods. This is...
Be mad at that? I don't think it's bad.
This is the most tempo. This, I guess it's fine. I just think the other Ladybug on board did have some value.
I think Casil meeting the Flamingo is crazy. Now that I
Yeah.
think about it.
My issue with these tempo lines is that I think these tempo lines are only good if you go tempo into pivot, which Earthbound does not seem to like to do.
Yeah. Casil is a really good board, actually. The fact that he's winning these rounds, I'm really impressed with
Yeah.
the way he's playing this tempo here. Turtle's good. Like, really good.
Yeah, seems
If you
like
want to
Sell
stop
Rabbit
losing.
by Turtle.
Meatbone on Ladybug's, like, almost useless, I feel like.
+1 health, Copium. Definitely Hatching Chick the... Okay, good.
Yep. That's just correct. Because of the garlic.
I think he does probably win this round, which still puts him in a pretty decent spot. It's just that he's not going to pivot, which means that he just loses.
Yeah. Well, I think Casil might hit Scorp front.
On this turn, I don't know. That dolphin seems pretty questionable.
Yep, that's a loss.
Well, Llama seems too slow, so, like, your out here is Lobster Can, but the problem is Earthbound isn't doing that, so... Well, okay, he opts to roll past the Ladybug, so what is he looking for, then?
Yeah, I guess just like a 5-drop or a 4-drop, like a really strong tier 4.
Cycles an Owl for some reason.
And he leaves it on board. He goes double
Well, I
apple on the
guess if
Patty
he's
Can.
leaving it on board, that he's looking to food tempo for one more turn, but why buy an Owl in that case?
Yeah. I guess he's trying to get a valuable sell-off next turn.
I think he's overvaluing Owl. I used to be the same way. I was like, well, 4 stats for 2. That seems good. It's better than Pair, but problem is it's a lot worse than Can.
Casil's board is pretty weak, I will say.
I think he still does win this fight unless Casil hits exactly Scorpion. He should have
Yeah.
probably played around that.
I'm trying to think, what else? Yeah, I can't see. Yeah. Level 2 Dodo becomes pretty strong here if he hits it, too.
Yeah, so now... The problem is, because you lost some early rounds where I feel like you probably shouldn't have, you can't really tempo down here. Oh god, don't buy these worms, please. Well, I mean, I guess it's a direction, but...
Hey, anyone up late
Don't do
playing
it.
with a worm in Markoto's chat?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay.
Alright, I
And...
guess, is this his game plan all the way down? Hoping to win?
Okay, there's the can. Finally hits
I,
one.
I bet he doesn't buy. Or does he buy, sell,
Yeah.
buy, sell? Ken? Ooh.
Yeah, he just always hards tempos, even when, like, the situation just really doesn't call for it.
If the Dodo's level 2, I think Casil wins.
Uh... Earthbound can put Ladybug first, which I think would solve the problem, but I don't think he's going to.
Yeah, I think so too, actually, you're right.
Seems like the worst positioning, but wait, where did the Dodo go?
Sell it?
That
Oh.
was very bad positioning by Earthbound. I think he definitely wins that fight with, like, almost any other positioning.
What's... Okay. Squirrel's pretty good, I guess.
I
Okay.
mean,
Sushi's?
I guess you just double sushi here.
You'd rather have pairs, but sushi isn't the worst thing in the world.
Because Casil's board isn't really that good either, because the Dodo is
Casil...
gone.
Casil went can mode with the dog on board.
I would hope so, but I don't know if he did or not.
Well, you see the cows, 12-10?
Oh, true, true.
So that's what?
Wait, that's a
6 or
lot of
3
cans.
cans?
That's 4 can. Wait, 4
4?
cans. Yeah.
What's cow base? 4, 6? No. 6-4, right? Am I tripping?
Cow is a 4/6. If it goes up to 12 attack, that's 4 cans. He does
Okay,
finally
4.
change his positioning, although I feel like the Tabby Cat probably still should have been the recipient of the Ching Chick buff, unless there's a breakpoint I'm missing.
Yeah, I agree with you.
We'll see what happens here. I think it could go either way. Skunk
Do
is
not
pretty
think
huge
it's
for
going.
Casil.
Yeah, this is going to be hard for Earthbound to win, I think.
Okay, well, double chocolate on Tabby Cat certainly fixes the problem, or actually probably on Squirrel. It's weird though, because I feel like the Squirrel probably should leave, except you don't have any cans, so it's kind of hard to pivot.
Yeah.
I would probably not do that.
That seems bad.
It does synergize with the Tabby Cat, I suppose, is the logic.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it
I
actually
understand
could
why
get
it's
some
attractive.
decent attack here.
It definitely makes sense why it's attractive, but I think it might be bait. Because what? That it gets to 8 attack? Like, so
It's probably
dangerous.
bait, but it's pretty tasty bait.
4-1 chick is so dangerous. Like, I don't know.
Well, it'll be okay. Well, not if he puts the chili there instead.
Both pairs.
I was thinking like it's a 12 attack and a 6 attack, which isn't like completely irrelevant. It's probably wrong, but it was like
I mean,
possibly. I don't
a
know.
perfect turn leaves it at 18 next turn. That doesn't really seem all
Those
that
are
good.
very bad breakpoints. Although he was gonna lose anyway, and I think
Yeah.
this is over.
Dog is significantly bigger. I mean, Melon is really good.
Do you ever sell for leopard here and just use
Yes,
the tabby
always.
cat to buff?
Yep.
Well, I would have probably sold the rabbit instead, but sure, I guess.
Just throw everything on the Tabby Cat, including
Yeah,
Melon.
smash onto tabby cat and melon the leopard and hope for the best.
I don't hate. I mean, I think Melaning the Tabby Cat's okay.
38 health garlic seems like kind of relevant if you just position around the dog.
That's true. If you can, actually, yes.
Maybe this is fine as well.
Maybe
I don't know
okay.
why. Okay, his order was terrible.
Front deer, second tabby.
I think that's bad. It's bad against whale deer first.
Oh, yes, it's actually
I think
really
this
bad.
positioning looks good to me. It's the only way to play around front chili. Actually, this doesn't really play around front chili, does it?
No.
Oh, now it does.
Well, the
Not really. And that is a win for Casil. Well played.